All right. We have a little bit of a rare treat today. We have 3 founders in this podcast episode. It's Matt and Kane. Look at you. It's been a while.
No.
Yeah.
It's not been a while.
What? Define not a while for you.
It's been far too long. That's what it has been.
That was actually kind of wholesome when you think about it.
And now I'm going to vomit my own happiness out.
It's your one good happiness moment for the year.
For the past decade, yes.
The past decade? Why only a decade?
Well, I want to have enough goodness in my heart for every decade.
You're just a little old Grinch, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta get you a cat. More cats.
Yeah, I'm about to say more cats in the correct
more cats.
statement.
Yeah. I'll give you more pictures of mine. How about that?
We still need helmets for them.
Well, what kind of helmets are you thinking? What kind of color helmets should my cats be?
The color of the fur, obviously.
Oh, really?
Yes, literally take their face and try and replicate them as much as you can and make tiny little helmets.
Are they fuzzy helmets?
Why not? Make them into helmet. Make them into Spartan helmets, why not? Make them little tiny Spartan cats. Hello, welcome to the podcast. We have Ted as well.
Oh shit, we got 4 people for the podcast.
Oh my god, it's Tedison.
Hello.
Hey, Ted.
Hello, Ted. We thought you were gone.
You did.
But
That's where you fucked up.
but it was you, Dio.
Yeah.
Did it.
Oh.
But it was Tedo.
But as a potato. Specifically as a potato.
Potato Tedo.
You roll the potato over as Dio.
we need a special helmet for when we go potato, and it's just potato helmet.
Potato.
Hey, Dio. No!
Oh my god.
Can we make fries out of Ted?
Huh?
Can we make fries out of Ted?
Stop it.
We can't. Ted's not French.
You make fries out of Ted, you only get more Teds.
Tets?
I'm okay with
Tits?
this.
Do you say tets or tits?
It's like taking a stick and breaking it. Now you have 2 sticks. I'm unbeatable.
There's a sexual joke in here, and I just can't think right now.
2 more will take its place.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having 2 Teds.
Of course you wouldn't. Double the
Make a nice
penetration.
spit roast.
Double the power, or twice the form. Is that the statement?
Well, you went double penetration. I went spit roast. We're both fucked up.
You're right. I went sexual. You went full on kink.
Double the farmhands, double the shine.
Double the pleasure.
Double the penetration.
This is
Double the disappointment and all you motherfuckers.
Why?
Double the sexual disappointment and sexual dissatisfaction.
Are you talking about the aftermath after the sexual?
Double the match.
Why am I getting this always has been vibe from the last picture in Angry Farm?
What do you mean?
The one Luke posted. I'm getting this always has been vibe.
No, the one that he just put right now?
I do get that same vibe, but still.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm just amazed at how well... I'll probably put it on the podcast here so people can see if they're watching it. That he just captured Matt so well. I don't know how he did this, but I love it. And you got Vic behind him just like, what's up?
I'm getting like murderous intent.
From who?
Murderous disappointment.
From Vic?
Yeah.
I feel like Matt is more, and Vic's just there to go, oh, you fucked up. I'm going to watch in the back.
I think you're saying because he's red.
No,
Wow,
it's more
what
the
are you,
face.
racist?
The face is neutral. It's just...
That's not a neutral face. That's a
neutral face.
I'm tired of your shit face.
It's etched in disappointment and I can't give a fuck, but it is neutral.
I don't know.
Neutral.
I mean, it's Matt's face. Let's see what he says.
I'm trying to say Matt is Switzerland right now.
Well, it's his face. What does he think it is?
He's like the disappointed father that is Switzerland.
It's like you brought home the COVID after we were
instead of bringing home the tow balloon, we brought home disappointment.
The tow balloon.
It's like You know,
Have you never
like
had a
the Orange
Toblerone?
Man,
Oh,
but you're here for
Toblerone?
Christmas,
Wait,
and
say
that's
that-
what matters.
Say the candy name
A
again?
Toblerone. A Toblerone.
Toblerone?
A Toblerone.
I know. I don't even know.
Toblerone.
You're fucking with me.
Toblerone.
Toblerone.
E.
I have not. I think we actually sell that at work. Now that I think about it.
It's a British chocolate, I think.
Is it?
Not British. It's Switzerland. It's Swiss.
Well, it's not. What I'm trying to say is it's not like common American candy.
Would you consider
Okay,
American candy like having a lot
Hershey's.
better brands than other countries, or no?
No.
No, it's very. I mean,
No.
no.
Hell
I
no.
definitely wouldn't say
It's
like.
region-based. It's region-based. I'm going to
Region-based?
stick
Yeah.
with that.
Do you think like other countries think ours is better, like how we think other countries is better?
No.
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. Well, what about like
Yeah,
what would you say like
If
the
they are big
average is?
fans
I
of
guess.
exotic things, then yes, they're going to be a big fan of
That's why I'm
shit
asking.
that is not from their
Right.
country.
So I can sort of speak from at least most British people because I have heard pretty much the same thing. Hershey's is trash. Over here, we think Hershey's is not that good.
All right,
However,
now, are you talking about like just regular the dark or the milk chocolate ones, or are you talking about like the white chocolate? Because I love the Hershey's cookies and cream. That shit's superior.
just in general, like we're on about in general thing, because cooking cream is always great. You'll have different tiers of cooking cream. Could Cadbury cooking cream be better, in my opinion?
Because I can probably agree with you.
Because this is the thing. This is objectively, in the US, you're allowed to put all sorts of random shit into your stuff.
Okay.
Like, fucking, your chocolate has random shit in it that's not,
MSG,
stuff.
crack.
Over in the
Ibuprofen.
UK, we need that. You're not allowed to shove random stuff in it. So our chocolate is more chocolate, but it is proper more cocoa in it. So it
Primarily,
tastes
the
better.
argument is sugar versus actual cocoa content.
Yes.
Isn't it like more cocoa,
and-
like the darker, or
and
like the
even-
bitter it is?
Yeah. And even Hershey's, like over here, Hershey's is barely any cocoa in it. It's just other stuff in it. It has other. It's not to a drastic degree that America has it, I imagine. But Hershey bars are so bad. Like they ugh.
Well, which
There's
ones
too
are you
much
like?
sweet, Father.
Which
My
ones are
team-
you eating that you think this way? That's what I'm
It's a
curious.
normal.
No,
It's
it's-
a
yeah.
normal Hershey bar and a Hershey's Kiss as well. I had Hershey's Kisses and a Hershey normal chocolate bar. They're just not good.
I guess you just don't like the sweet.
But that's the thing. It's also the fact that in America, I know for a fact in America, Cadbury's chocolate bar, they are trash because I even looked at the purity. The content that goes into an American Cadbury bar is so radically different to what it is in the UK. Like, if you want really good chocolate, get stuff from either Europe or from the UK, if you can. It's going to be really expensive because, shipping.
Right.
But there is a significant difference in taste. There's a lot more chocolate taste, I guess you could say. Like pure cocoa taste rather than fake chocolate.
I mean, like, I've
thing is-
tried a lot of different ones from other countries before, and they're like just as sweet as the ones I would eat here. But again, I guess there's also a lot I haven't eaten either.
Yeah, because it depends on things like Cadbury's over here was really good. And the sad part is, ever since the American bought the Cadbury's out as a company, it has been becoming shite. It really has, because they've reduced the amount of quality
I
product
want to
going
like
into it.
give you chocolate, one from a different place and another from I guess us in America, and I want to see if you know the difference.
I had discount American Jaffa cakes. You have no idea how much disappointment I was in.
Tappa cakes? Where would you say?
Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cake. I never even heard of this. This is
It's
American?
basically there's a
No.
discount American bound that's like
Oh,
called
discount.
Pims or something. It's like called Pims or something.
I feel like
the
I've
best
heard
way I
Pims.
can describe the Jaffa cake from what I saw, I think it's basically the oh fuck, I can't think of the name.
I said Pims, that's all I know. Like, it's
I feel like
a
I've heard
Pim.
pins before, yeah, but I don't think I've tried them.
So this shit, I'm gonna post it. I found this is what Jaffa cake is. It's literally a spongy cake with a layer of
Oh, that
chocolate.
looks
and
fucking
underneath the
disgusting.
chocolate- And underneath the first layer of chocolate is like an orange gelatin, and it's so fucking nice. It is really nice.
You know what? Yes, I have seen these. I do at work. Yes, I've stocked this shit all the time. I know what you're talking about. They come in like a little red box.
Do you guys have it in red because you know you guys have it as a code Pims?
Yeah, I remember this.
There you
No,
go. That's what it is for us. And it's so Poof, I will fucking murder you.
Poof can't hear you. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like I should I'll post a screenshot of this whole conversation because people can't hear this.
Just fucking I edit it in the fucking video. Just edit it in.
Well, I'm not recording that, so I'm just gonna save it as a screenshot.
Just save it, the screenshot, and just add it in, and then just scroll through it. Because fuck you, Poof. It's too Poof, I'm calling you out. Fuck you and your milk-hating ass you rolled up.
Poof ain't gonna listen to this.
Poof, I'm gonna make Poof listen to this. Fuck
There you
this. This is a direct message to Poof. Poof, you can go fuck yourself and the fucking anti-milk ass rolled on. Because fuck you, milk is great and Jaffa cakes are great, so you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. Oh, now I gotta
That's your daily rant from Kain.
Daily rant from Kain. Give me a second. It's Michael.
But yeah,
I can't hear him.
like, honestly, if you want actual chocolate, it really comes down to the percentage of cocoa and like how much it's been sweetened. Because pure chocolate is not like sweet like milk chocolate. It's more bitter.
Yeah, I have a strong preference towards dark chocolate. So high cocoa product. I also do know it depends on your thing. Because Swiss chocolate or Belgian chocolate is considered, the highest quality. I cannot stand some Belgian chocolate purely because it is far too rich. And if I bite into one, I feel sick because it's so rich and sweet. Right. It's not necessarily. It's not the sweet thing. It's the richness of it. Like there's far too much, like cream. Like you basically put a spoon in a bowl of cream. You just made it all chocolate, so chocolate cream, and you just swallowed it. It is far too much.
That sounds good.
Yeah, there is such a thing as too dark chocolate.
Oh
yeah.
I can do 70 to 76%.
Yeah, my preferred dark chocolate is within 70 towards 80%. Like 85% is the highest I ever had, and my favorite one is an 85% dark chocolate with sliced chilies in it.
I can't remember what the highest percentage I had, but when I tried it, it was rough. I've never wanted to throw away a chocolate bar. It's like fuck.
80 and higher, I can't do. I can't do it.
Like it's one of the things. Like I know, I sort of do joke with the American chocolate is bad. No, there is like I'm about to say peanut Reese. I think it's but Reese. They don't do actual
Reese's peanut butter.
Yeah, that's one. I do like those, and I normally don't like peanut butter on my chocolate. Normally.
Oh yeah.
But Reese's is one of the like I joke and say all American shit and all that. But Reese's is probably one of the top 5 companies. Like
because of the peanut butter.
No, it's just the way they do this stuff is good. Like,
so what about
nice.
Kit Kats? Do you like Kit Kats?
Oh, Kit Kats is fine, but that's generic to me. Kit Kats are generic. There's so much of a penguin is.
Do you like M&Ms?
Pardon?
Do you like M&Ms?
Dark M&Ms. Dark M&Ms and M&M peanuts are my favorite ones.
I sort of think you just like dark chocolate.
I do like dark chocolate
because I had a real recent kick for the peanut butter. They have peanut butter M&Ms, and I had those, and man, let me tell you, they've probably been responsible for about the last 20 pounds I put on.
What do you think about the? I only had them once, the pretzel ones.
I actually like the pretzel one.
Meh.
So, and
For me,
just to respond to Richard about being like an assault,
Yeah.
it's sort of like that, but not always, because I absolutely love milk chocolate and I absolutely love white chocolate. But it just depends on how much is in it and what it is. Like, I usually lean toward dark chocolate, and I will admit that. I'm more of a dark chocolate consumer.
Yeah.
But, like I said, Milky Way, I love Milky Way. Galaxy, I cannot have Dark Galaxy. It feels wrong.
Oh yes, the average milk chocolate enjoyer versus the Chad dark chocolate.
You know what I mean?
The Chad dark chocolate connoisseur.
Fuck off.
He's just drizzling himself with dark chocolate fondue. It's like, yes.
Oh. But on a serious note, back to the peanut butter. I mixed that shit with caramel M&Ms, and my god. Mwah.
Oh.
Ooh, that actually sounds good.
Yes. So you just have a bowl of peanut butter M&Ms mixed with some caramel pieces in there, And like they're big enough where you if you would pick one up by itself, you'd be able to tell which one it was. But just like grabbing a little bit of them and like shoving it in your mouth, like, that shit's good.
I'm just a simple man. Just give me, something sweet. I'm okay.
Like, when you mentioned Kit Kat, I actually prefer a white chocolate Kit Kat over
I prefer
yours.
white chocolate mostly anything.
You don't have
Your calendar has a
See,
first.
Poof, this is why Poof's good here, because Poof knows substance. The white chocolate is just superior.
Yes. I
Wait.
know, you know.
Poof has no argument because Poof doesn't like milk.
I like white
Well, a lot of
chocolate.
people don't like milk. A lot of people aren't drinking milk
Milk is
nowadays.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't like almond milk.
No. When I say don't like milk, I don't mean, they go for soy milk. No, they don't like milk full stop. Poof doesn't like milk full stop.
Well, all right. Well, I can guess. Like,
Yeah.
do you do milk in your tea, Kane?
Yes.
Okay, well,
yes.
that's what I'm
Poof's
thinking. Like, because
bone-hurty
you
juice.
guys use
Well, add a little.
milk for like tea and all that, but like,
Whenever I'm adding milk into shit, I don't care. But milk on its own, I fucking hate it. I
no,
can't
you,
drink milk
you,
on its own.
You wanna know
Milk
what's
is gross.
blasphemy?
Poof,
Fucking,
you have no point to
fucking
stand
gross.
on. You have no point to stand on, Poof.
no,
Just
you want to
saying.
know what's weird? People that put water in their cereal instead of milk. Those
Okay,
people you don't
I tried
fucking
that. I
trust.
tried that
You don't
once.
fucking
I
trust a
tried it.
person that does that.
I tried that once because I ran out of milk and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna be, but we're gonna see. And I think I did it with my dad. and it was
There's a
fucking
difference
gross. It was gross.
between-
I hated it.
Between
it's not, I don't
like
recommend it.
preferring to put water or you can't maybe you can't afford milk right now. Well, there's a difference.
Yeah,
That's
I
'cause
know,
my
but I
concept-
wanted. I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to try it, and
Trying
I
it is
fucking
fine,
hated it.
but when you consider it a preference, that's when I say, all right, we're not friends. You're gonna fucking murder somebody.
Also, because I was looking for it. Ted, that's the type of chocolate. But
Oh, we
Yeah,
saw those
yeah.
too. The
Plain
lints. Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
I-
feel right now.
I
But
like the spicy chili version of those chocolates.
Yes, that's
I
the
haven't
one.
had it in a while, but it's good.
Right, so, just because I want to say, the only time I had water in my cereal was for Weetabix. And it wasn't
The
normal
fuck?
cold water. It's hot water. It was
The
fuck?
boiled. It was boiled water. You stir it into my Weetabix. You then mix it all up and make it a discount porridge, and then you put sugar on it, and it's really nice.
Sorry.
But that because you're making it a discount porridge, a poor man's porridge, one could say.
So what happens if you put frosted mini wheats
and
with
what?
water?
In
Garbage.
That's still cereal with water.
I
Fuck
know.
off.
I know, but you mash it up.
No, what?
mini
That's
bits?
worse.
It depends on how much water and if it's boiled in water. Because if it's cold water, fuck that shit. No, you basically want to make it a nice little porridge thing.
Why do you warm cereal?
That's
This is a
just
different topic. Warm
that's
cereal.
that's a whole
Wait.
other thing. That's just cream of wheat.
Warm cereal.
When
Hold
you
on.
do water with like
What's your best way to have cereal? I
what
like
did you
Rice
say,
Krispie
Frosted
treats.
Flakes. It reminds me of Men in Black 1 when the cockroach gets inside the guy and he's inside with the wife and he's like more and
More
she's
sugar.
like he's just putting sugar in the water.
That's
Also, to answer your
today's
question-
American youth with any kind of brand of cereal,
And just-
and it has been for the past 2 decades.
but Poof raised a good question. What is everyone prefers cereal? Well, let's go down the list. Let's
Okay.
start with Michael first. What
You
is
said
your preferred
cereal?
cereal? Yeah, what's your preferred cereal?
Okay, I have.
If
two
you
or
have to pick
three.
one, if you have to pick one cereal, and that's the only cereal you
Yeah.
could have for the rest of the year.
You're on an island.
All right, it's a hybrid of Honey Bunches of Oats and Honey Nut Cheerios. So they have one where it's like
It's
Honey
called
Nut
Honey Bunches
Cheerios,
of Oats.
Honey
That's
Bunches
it.
of Oats. It's like a weird mixture. I think it's delicious.
That's actually a good choice. Honey Nut Cheerios is nice. Fucking love Honey Nut Cheerios.
It
But you
helps
live-
It's
promote a
the
healthy
oats
heart.
and honey version, which is like a cross between Honey Nut Cheerios and Honey Bunches of Oats.
How about you, Luke? What's your preferred yearly cereal?
I stopped having cereal a while ago.
It's
Wow.
sad.
Understandable. Have a nice
That's
day.
kind of sad. I
Would you?
pity your sad soul.
You just not like.
Mostly because, the cereal brands we have at our stores are stupid expensive, and we can't afford them.
I mean, as
Understandable,
long as
have
you
a
didn't
nice
say
day.
like fucking grape nuts.
Understandable. Have a complete nice day. But what if price wasn't an issue? What would be your cereal choice then?
And like
That's a
the
good
Pop Tart
question.
cereal.
The fuck?
That's a thing. I'm pretty sure.
Oreo O's.
I like the ones that I remember having. I like the chocolate chip branded ones. Those are nice.
I don't think I know which ones those are.
That just reminds.
I'm thinking
like
of
crack?
Captain. Fuck, I
That
forgot.
just reminds me of a fucking
Cookie Crisps.
cereal series
Yeah,
we had
that
over
one.
here.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
A cereal series we had over here. It's cancelled now because, obvious reason. But it was literally tiny little cookies, like chocolate chip cookies,
Right.
as a cereal.
good.
You're literally pouring out dozens and dozens of little tiny cookies covered in milk and consuming it. You have no idea how unhealthy people were when that happened. Because Jack Baker
We
said,
actually had a thing on that too.
"You want chocolate chip cookies for breakfast? You fucking damn right you can."
Some people would take like
That's
a
cookie.
whole.
That's Cookie Crisp. Yeah, that's
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they do cookie crisp,
Yeah.
but people would take
They're
a whole
literally
thing
small cookies,
of
bro.
cookie, like the chewy cookies. You know what I'm
Ahoy?
talking about? Yeah, the
Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy. Sorry, they'll take the crunchy or the chunky Chips Ahoy. They'll break it into a bowl, Michael, and put milk in there, and that's their discount cookie crisp because I think
That's
that was
delicious.
That was a lot cheaper to
It
do
sounds
than
a lot
actually
better
getting
than
the cereal.
It's a
Cookie
more
Crisp in
rich
general,
version of
honestly.
it.
It's like
Sounds a
you
lot
might as well
better.
have done that. Just like
No,
that's
no,
the-
because the Chips Ahoy, the chunky one, is a far superior cookie
Well, that's what
than
I'm
the
saying. I'm
cookies.
saying like it was
Fuck
cheaper to do
Steve.
it that way than actually getting the like cookie crisp cereal.
Anyway, we're moving off topic. Matt, what's your?
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, manners, food.
I'm
Matt,
sorry.
what's your preferred cereal for the year?
Technically, I'll eat just about anything, but
You have to
a
pick one
partic-
cereal.
I know. The one that I've liked the most for the longest time, Golden Grams.
Oh, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Interesting.
My man.
Golden Grams. That's a name
Golden-
I haven't heard in a
Golden-
while.
I know. That's what
Golden-
I'm saying.
Golden
I
Grams
know.
and cinnamon
Matt, are you
grams so
secretly
fucking
50
nice.
years old?
Nope. But I had them when I was a kid. They were rare to see. I will say that. They were fucking rare.
Oh, you just brought
Meanwhile,
up. Oh yeah.
meanwhile,
That just gets
I-
me.
when I was a kid, we could have cinnamon grams and get golden grams every week because we're fucking everywhere. We love them. Shit was so good. What about you, Poof? You milk-hating wannabe.
Okay, do
I like.
this man's so offended with his dairy.
I know. It's mostly because of nostalgia, but I really like Captain Crunch berries.
That's so Captain Crunch doesn't exist over here, as far as I'm aware. But what would you say the best, different version of that may have existed here for me?
I don't
Get a
can actually look
cracker.
for it.
Get a cracker and just put it in your mouth. Like break it up and put it in your mouth. Or like just
Everybody
cut it in
fucking
half.
hates Captain
Put it in your
Crunch.
mouth and then just wait for it to cut your throat. That's how I would explain it.
When you say cracker, do you mean the type of crackers you have with cheese?
Sorry, not just crackers. Like you could do graham crackers. That'll probably be the same.
Bro, that was the worst and weakest fucking description I've ever heard of
Which
Captain Crunch.
Crunch were you referring to?
I'm just trying to find the thing with the most edge to it, and then
Captain
just put it in your
Crunch
mouth.
berries.
That's what happens.
Captain
Not
Crunch
like
is not
Poof
sharp,
salt
okay?
berries, but just
Captain
like
Crunch is definitely fucking
berries.
sharp.
You have those
I
weak
don't know, a lot of
ass,
people say
you
Captain
know,
Crunch is sharp, and that's why they don't
fucking
like it.
mouth.
I'm actually
I don't know why.
posting
It's their
the thing
free time.
for Kane to see exactly what it is. There you go.
Oh yes, that's
Old
a
Apple Jacks.
That's right.
Beautiful.
That's really helping them, Matt.
real nice.
I had to give up one cereal mostly because
Okay,
it deteriorated a tooth of mine. So it's just like, okay, I'm not going to have this anymore.
Was it Captain Crunch?
No, it was Fruit Loops.
Oh
Aye.
God.
I'm still listening, but I have to quickly go feed my cats. I'll be right back.
I had I never had Fruit Loops in like 4 years, and
There
then
you go.
and then I friggin' had
Finally
it,
got it right.
and then it friggin' deteriorated a part of my tooth, and I go like, okay, I'm not having this anymore.
That sounds awful.
I mean, but is there another analog of what could just Captain Crunch
No.
be?
I could not explain it besides sugar.
Right. Because
But,
like I said, we don't have
besides
that
an
over here.
honorary mention of really good cereal is Reese's Puffs. I
Beat 'em up,
Fuck
beat 'em
with
up, beat 'em up,
Reese's
beat 'em up.
Yeah, those
Reese's
are
Puff,
actually
Reese's Puff.
fairly good. I will say, do not get the knockoff. Do not.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
I have had the knockoff not that long ago. It was kind of hit or miss with each bite.
That's
But
awful.
the actual thing, it's relatively consistent. But that, you're either tasting the just kind of regular puffs kind of deal, or big things of knockoff peanut butter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm back.
it literally do not get the knockoff.
Reese's
Because when
Puffs
I
is
got-
really good though.
Yeah, when I got it back to the name brand, perfect balance of the peanut butter and chocolate.
It's so good.
Right, Fisher, what about your preferred favorite, yearly cereal?
Fuck. I don't have a favorite, but I have like a lot that I eat. But I'm just a guy who just eats whatever.
Pick one.
I'm trying to pick one, but
You threatened your life. You better pick one.
No. It's
Well,
more
no,
of,
like, I can go
I'm
the
gonna
frosted-
threaten him
I'm
soon
just go
because
with the
he
one I
just
always
did
do.
the same thing to me.
I'll do the fucking frosted mini wheats any day. I like those. Those go well with milk.
I fucking hate frosted mini
But have you
wheats,
tried
I'm
like
sorry.
strawberry frosted mini wheats? Those are fucking good too. But I also like the
Those
one
don't
Michael,
sound bad.
the one that Michael chose, the honey bunches of oats, the roasted ones or whatever. Like those are really good too.
That's a good brand too.
All this talk of cereal, you guys have reminded me of one that was fucking terrible. It's one that's like, it has this weird, fuck, I don't even know what the animal is, but it was like a cinnamon with like it looked like a, fuck, I'm trying to think. What cereal?
Looked like that?
You know
Jesus
Quisp?
Christ.
No, like it's
you
hard
know
to describe
Quisp?
it. It's not crisp. It's I had to Google this because like it was. Let me see, different types of cereals. One second. Just continue.
you
I'm gonna
talking
find. There is this weird, disgusting ass cereal that Mom used to get when we were younger. It was like once she didn't get it for like after,
What,
but it was
grape
like
nuts?
no, it was like it was a yellow box with this green looking reptile on it. It was like cinnamon with like. Fuck.
Oh, it was
I'm trying
like
to
a
remember.
rice, like
It looked
Rice
like-
Krispies almost.
It almost looked like a Rice Krispie. It looked like two Rice Krispies were Siamese twins together.
Oh my
Fuck.
god, I remember.
You know which
that.
one I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I just
Hold
don't
on.
remember the name. Oh, this is gonna kill me. It
Don't die.
no. It was like corn.
Honey
God.
Smacks.
Let me check. Honey.
It's Honey Smacks.
That sounds like an insult.
Yes, that is it. Honey Smacks. Those are disgusting.
That sounds like a verbal insult of
I'm
a
gonna- what are
goddamn
we in?
cereal.
Are we in Angry Farm?
Yeah, Angry Farm.
Yeah,
Put
I'm gonna
that
put it
in
in
there.
the chat so you could see a picture of it.
Yeah, it was a frog. Yeah, the Honey Smacks are the most disgusting fucking cereal I've ever had, and I've had like a lot of different
No,
fucking
grape
cereal.
nuts, hands down.
No, this is worse than grape nuts. This is
Fuck
worse
that
than grape
shit.
nuts. Look at this shit.
Oh,
I've
Remember
seen
this shit?
That's
You guys don't remember
this? I've actually had this where it was the only thing that I've had.
This takes the cake for me. This is the
Not
most
only is
disgusting
that
cereal.
verbal
I have
insult,
a
that's
really
a
bad
visual
memory.
insult.
I'm
I
about
feel
to
like
say
I have a
that.
really bad memory of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's how bad it
yeah.
was.
I'm about to say that looks like sugar puffs, and sugar puffs were fucking fantastic.
It wishes it
Yeah,
was that.
Yeah, this was not all that tasty.
Why do you think they don't see him, or like you don't see him anymore?
No, you can still
Like-
see the generic shit of it.
I feel like I've never had it.
And just to
because
give
I've
Kane a
never,
Collab.
context,
I feel like I've
this
never
thing
had it, but
was
at the
kind of
same
like
time,
biting
I feel
into
like
a
I've
rice
had it.
cake.
I like rice cakes.
Rice cakes are good. This shit was not.
Okay.
I'm just giving it a similar texture kind of deal.
This is like somebody smeared. They made a rice cake, cut it up, or like smashed it in little bits, put some honey, and then they just jizzed all over it, and then pissed it for good flavor. There you go.
That's
Okay,
disgusting.
fair enough.
That's what this was.
Moving on from Richard's bad choices, Ted, what about you? What's your preferred yearly cereal choice?
I'm a simple man making his way through the universe. If I had to pick a cereal to have for a year, I'd probably do cream of wheat.
That's
Yo,
a
I
different
like
type
cream
of
of wheat.
cereal. That's a
I will
different type
back
of
him
cereal.
up.
I like that
I
too. Me and
enjoy
Michael,
Fill
used,
included.
Michael and I used to grow up on that shit. But
I like it when it's
that's a
clunky.
different type.
I'd throw a little bit of butter and sugar in there, and mwah,
You put butter in there?
good. Hell yeah.
I haven't done butter. I put sugar.
We
in it.
did sugar and raisins sometimes.
telling you.
Michael did raisins. I thought this man fucking hated raisins.
Well,
when you're young and that's all you have for sweetness,
Michael was
eat
a
it.
picky fucking eater when he
I
was younger.
see.
I do hate raisins or God. I was watching this baking show and this lady was making a dessert and then she added raisins and it's like she's fucking ruined it.
It's like you are visibly upsetting me right now.
This is what started Michael's villain arc.
Yeah.
Raisins.
The war against raisins.
He-
It
he-
I think I
began-
was one of the few kids that actually hated Raisin Bran.
I fucking love raisins.
Raisin Bran
I
isn't
hate it.
bad.
Nope,
I just
Was
I don't
not
know.
a fucking fan.
not a fan.
I hate-
So, I haven't had this in fucking years.
I like Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa
And-
Puffs slapped.
So
I like
this is
Fruity
just,
Pebble treats, like Rice Krispie treats, but Fruity Pebbles was
Fruity
really
Pebbles are good. I like them.
Yeah,
They
that
were
was
very
good.
sweet. Those Fruity Pebbles.
They are,
Even
but
Toast
they're
Crunch, though.
fucking good.
But yeah, unless you have to eat them quick though, unless
I
it's
will not.
really
No,
soggy.
I don't eat Fruity Pebbles with milk because they get soggy too quickly.
They
I'm like,
turn-
I'm finishing this bitch in a minute.
If you don't finish them, it turns from Fruity Pebbles to Fruity Paste.
Yeah, I'm like, I just put it in a cup and I just drink it.
Looks like he
But
threw
without
up a
cereal.
rainbow in there. What cereal are we talking about? Wheaties?
I don't know the fuck.
Is that a beer Hefe Wheaties?
Yes.
What the fuck? That's a thing?
Cereal
Alcohol.
made beer?
Cereal making beer?
Alcohol flavored cereal.
You need a beer with your cereal for the man's hangover on the go.
There's Twinkie cereal.
What?
Oh, the American way.
It's-
It. I just see it in this box because I looked up Quisp, and next to this box of Quisp is fucking Twinkie cereal.
oh my god, you ain't wrong. And there's s'more cereal on the left?
It sounds good.
Jesus, how diabetic is this country?
Very.
Are you just not asking this question?
It's one thing to like feel it, it's another thing to be certain.
No. Sir, you've been in the dark too long then.
Maybe I just didn't want to believe it.
Denial's the first stage of recovery.
You know,
Man.
you know what I miss?
I love
What?
that the Twinkies is the cheapest one.
I know it.
Like they don't sell this in America, but apparently they're still selling them in the UK. But we were talking about cookies earlier, and that got me thinking. And I miss these.
Rainbow vanilla wafers? I've never
They
seen
were
it
friggin'
before.
Dude.
delicious.
I fucking love. Oh, I haven't had those. But I love Nilla wafers, bro.
Yeah,
I was
they-
literally
yeah.
dreaming about Nilla wafers for a bit, and I had to get them because I was like, I don't know why I want these so bad.
They were like they had rainbow wafers, and they were like so delicious. But then they stopped selling them in America. Like we looked in
That's sad.
every store, they didn't have them. But apparently they're still in the UK.
That's sad. For me, like, I don't know why I wanted Nilla wafers so bad. Cause like, I hate the thought of Nilla wafers because of Nilla wafers just give me bad memories. But like,
I have good
I
memories
fucking
about
love
Nilla
the
wafers.
taste of Nilla wafers. So it's like, I just had them when I was a kid, like at a daycare, because they'd always give us
Because they were cheap.
Nilla wafers. Yeah, they would always give us like Nilla wafers in like this little plastic cup. But
I'm supposing.
See, mine was my mom was a single mother and she couldn't afford a babysitter and she worked like a graveyard shift
Oh,
before.
Dear Lord,
RPS
what am I
became
looking
FedEx.
at?
And so we would be in the car while she's working and we had I think we had like our Game Boys and a box of Nilla wafers.
I remember those, yeah.
What is this?
is that chocolate covered sprinkled Nilla wafers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking
Oh, what
god!
the hell?
I remember seeing these every once in a while.
I
See,
would.
that's too
nut.
much sprinkles for me. That's just, no.
It is, but I like sprinkles.
Of course you do.
I'm a sprinkle boy.
The sprinklest of sprinkles. Ted,
My name is-
what did you eat, like, this wise? Like just pastries and shit. When you were younger.
10.
Dead.
Oh, it's hard to hear you.
Wow. Were you?
I'm on
eating-
my phone. It's not the best.
Are you in
I'm
bed?
supposed to be studying. It's going well, as you can tell.
That's
yes.
funny because I'm supposed to be studying too.
Yes.
Everyone's got to get an F.
You've made your decisions. Now live with them.
I
What
gotta
kind of pastries or whatever like did you eat when you were younger? What was down over there in the
like-
south?
Honestly, the biggest pastries I remember for like breakfast or like, you know, crap food would be like toaster strudel and Pop Tarts. Dude, that shit was
Yeah.
everywhere. Everywhere.
I like
Those were like breakfast
Toaster
things. though.
strudel.
I like
Like
frosted
Pop-Tarts
animal
on crack.
crackers,
Did
but
you just eat those,
should
like-
not buy frosted animal crackers because it is dangerously sugary.
Those are I like those.
They're addicting.
I bought
My friend and I bought a huge like bear full of it because we looked at it and I was like, we should get it. He's like, no, we shouldn't. I'm like, we're getting it. He's like,
Mom's
fine.
calling. I'm AFK.
They,
It was a great choice. It was a great choice. I highly recommend it, and I highly don't. It was.
oh boy.
Okay.
They don't have
Okay, what kind of pastries did you enjoy? Like, you know, yonder days.
What specifically do the Brits eat?
I don't know what you say.
Jesus
What kind of
Christ.
pastries did you enjoy
Everybody in this
in
fucking
yonder
podcast
days?
distracted.
I'm deaf, Richard. What the fuck do you expect?
No, that was distraction. Don't even blame your deafness.
It's okay.
I'm about to kick your ass from this Discord. Right, every time you mention pastries, all I can think of, you know, is fucking Cornish pasties, just pasties in general.
Oh my word.
Now,
Fucking the bean and sausage pasty is always fucking fantastic.
now, what is that exactly for people who don't know?
It's fucking pasty. There's no way else you explain it. It's a pasty.
A pasty?
Pasty.
Pasty.
Yes, it's spelled the same way.
It's
Oh, like a pastry.
it's a
Mhm.
pasty.
Pasty. You call it pasty, but it's a pastry.
It's a pastry without the R.
Right. Pasty. Now, is it
It's
just
be-
called it that, or is he doing that to fuck with me?
It's because it's his accent.
No, it is called like that.
Okay, just
I'm
making
just
sure.
gonna say pasty.
Sometimes it goes pasty, sometimes it's a pasty. But you would want a pasties. But the
Right.
Cornish pasty, which is basically meat, potato, and carrot, it's fucking delicious. Just a great morning. Like instead of having a full English morning, you just get a pasty or two on the way to work or whatever.
Right.
Get it all nice and warm, and it just fucking melts in your mouth.
Looks like a little
It's-
breakfast sandwich.
It basically is. It's just pastry. It's pastry. Like sometimes you got to get like really crispy pastry, and it's filled to the brim of, depending which pastry you have or whatever it is. Like I had a nice bean and sausage one, and it would literally it's just having a breakfast meal.
Now, I know
Um,
this. Go ahead.
But I say it's just a breakfast meal in a pastry,
Right.
essentially.
So speaking of breakfast things, because I was actually going to say something. We had this in America, but I'm not sure if you guys had it. But I think they're called from the brand Smuckers. They're like these little circular pastries or pasties, like you would say, but they would have like peanut butter and jelly in them. I don't know if you guys had that.
What the code again?
The brand is Smuckers, and it
Oh.
looks like that, but it's like more circular.
Oh,
Oh, we're
Uncrustables?
talking
Yeah,
about
the Uncrustables.
Smucker's brand
The
jelly.
Dude.
Uncrustables.
I didn't know. I didn't know Uncrustables were frozen.
I didn't know
They
either.
can be. They can be, and they are delicious.
I did realize that
So-
our schools would sell the fucking brownies for 50 cents, and then you could buy them at Ralph's or like a generic supermarket anywhere. You could find these damn little brownies, and you could buy a whole box of like 12 for fucking $1.50, and they charge 50 cents for these fucking kids. And
Yeah.
I'm over here stupid. I'm like, yeah, that's a brownie. It's 50 cents. I'm not gonna go to a supermarket and find these. Fuck this. So
And with those Uncrustables for
yeah. Uncrustables. Yep, those were good.
It's not
But I
There's
guess
other brands of it, but that's the most common we got.
ho ho.
I like Uncrustables.
The closest thing to those would be a pastry called Melts. I'm trying to get a picture of them. Yeah, to these. This is the closest one. Oops, had the wrong conversation.
Oops, ball bearings.
So here we go. That's the closest image.
Oh god, those are those beans. This reminds me of how you guys put beans on toast.
Good.
But yeah, but you put beans on toast, and I don't understand it.
Beans on toast is fantastic.
I'm sorry,
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, if I was eating it with like something else with it, but like that just seems so foreign to me. Beans and toast, specifically those beans.
Sorry. Beans are kind of just not
it's
it.
basically breakfast. It's instead of having toast and whatever else you have for breakfast, it just something simple.
I'm gonna stick with my butter and jam on my toast, not
Beans are a more
I mean, that's fine.
joke.
That's fine. You go stick with that. Like that. Beans is just better alternative to if you
know.
want something more filling rather than sweet.
I guess I have to try it.
Yeah, it's one of the things you have to try. Especially if you got especially if you have like a bit of cheese in it. Put like some melted cheese in the beans.
You're making me
so
not
nice.
want to try it. I like cheese, but this seems weird.
I'm sorry. Did you say you don't like cheese and beans?
I said I like cheese.
Is that what I'm getting?
I don't like beans.
I don't. No, I'm
don't?
saying specifically these beans because I feel like these beans are a little sweeter. Ken?
These are baked beans. Heinz baked beans. These are basically
Are they sweet though? Because I like not sweet, but like semi-sweet.
I am going to assume American versions are going to be hella sweet because it's American.
Not all of them are, but there are some
no.
pretty sweet beans out there.
These aren't sweet. I guess I wouldn't consider these sweet.
I don't know.
But
I'm
that's
asking
the thing,
because
that's
they
the
look
thing.
sweet.
That's the thing. I don't consider these sweet. These are not sweet. They're just nice. They're just filling. They keep me. They keep inside warm.
Is this the British version of a Hot Pocket?
I guess actually. Melts would be the quickest equivalent to a Hot Pocket, but instead of being candy, it's literally filling stuffing inside it.
I can imagine you giving me this, like, here, have this Hot Pocket. I'm like, hey, thanks, Kane. I'm gonna eat it. What the fuck?
Nothing but beans.
But the thing
Yeah, no, it's a hot
the thing
pocket,
is,
but
we
also
have
it looks gross
these.
because it's beans.
I'm over here like Jack Sparrow. Why are the beans here? Why are there beans?
See,
God,
that actually looks kind
beans
of
are just
appetizing.
cursed to me. Like, memes have just destroyed beans, and I just hate beans now.
No,
I already
Dear
hate
Lord.
beans,
I'm about to
but
say, cheese
memes
and
have
onion
made
bakes.
beans
Cheese and
worse.
onion bakes are so fucking fantastic.
Dear Lord, me and the boys out here looking for beans.
I am just like,
I
think of all the
actually
bean memes I've
unironically
seen.
find these bakes like just everything basically anything by Greg's is fantastic over in the UK. Just
Think
Greg's
of
is
all
our
the
go-to
bean
place. Just Greg's are our go-to place for anything pastry. Like anything cheap and anything nice, you just go to Greg's. Our sausage rolls are fantastic as well.
I'm gonna be honest, like, even before memes were a thing, when I was growing up, I really didn't like beans. Like, the idea of beans was really unappetizing to me, and so I just avoided it. But man, I love me some fucking beans right
Oh
now.
my god.
I
feel
fucking
like
hate
you just wanted to say
goddamn
that.
beans.
Like,
I'm about to
Think
say,
of like cursed memes and then beans, and I fucking hate it.
Cursed beans.
well, your taste buds
Cursed
and your meme
beans.
palette are both immature, Poof. You can't talk here.
Beans.
Were you even
you
alive
gotta
when
respect
memes weren't
beans.
born?
I don't think so.
Jesus Christ. Nickel beans.
I hate it. I hate it. Beans are just not it. They just don't like it. I just don't like it.
What did he see while he was in the time vortex? He saw beans, lots of beans, lots of
I mean,
beans, lots of
there's
beans,
also-
no beans.
There's also the whole thing that beans were very like. As growing up, beans were something I have like on a daily, not even daily basis, but like quite often.
Well, I would
Like,
imagine because I
bean-
see all those pictures of like English breakfasts, and I see nothing but
We have
beans
beans.
in there.
Yeah, we have beans. We have also like beans is a staple food for us. So
like sweet
it's-
tea is for the South. Ain't that right there, buddy?
So, I am not going on that conversation because that's going to leave for the entire event. For the rest of the podcast, it's just going to be me hating on sweet tea. So moving on from that situation swiftly.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
Let's just change the food talk in general.
Just a preference. I have to say that. Just get out of my system. Just
Okay.
a preference. I don't mind iced tea or sweet tea. Actually, I don't actually mind that because I have sweet iced tea. But. Sorry, someone just sent me a message about shouting at me about being toast.
Yes, sir. Come on, you have the floor.
Let the bodies hit the.
Beans.
But I don't get southern sweet tea when there's shoved literally like half a pitcher of sugar in there.
He has a point.
Like, how? I'm sorry, but southern sweet tea is more just tea flavored sugar water.
Here's
Change my
every
mind.
rebuttal for. I'm
Have you tried the product called soda or pop?
Yes, but that's different. That's not tea flavored sugar water. That's just
It's just sugar water.
that is sugar water.
Through the
But it's not tea
sody
flavored.
and
just
the
the same
pop,
thing.
we carry on.
I feel like they can have a whole discussion against for one another with this.
But I joke sometimes about hating iced tea, but I actually fan with iced tea. Iced tea is alright.
Well, I mean, like,
Yes.
I don't drink the kind of tea that Ted drinks because he's from a different part of the country that I am, and that kind of sweet tea wasn't just like around here. Like, I could probably buy it, but I don't. It's not like, oh yeah, I need that shit.
It's not going to be the same.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that same. Like my sweet tea that I would drink, I'm thinking of, it's like
you don't
way
make
different.
sweet tea from a brand. You make sweet tea from the hot.
It's the southern in you.
That just offended me. I am physically offended by that. How dare
Oh,
you?
and the pancreas.
When
too,
a man gives you beans, that's from the hot.
I feel like Ted would give Kane a glass of sweet tea, and then just to rebuttal, Kane would just pour milk in there.
That's a waste of milk. What the fuck are you on about?
You wouldn't drink it. You would just do it. Just
That's a waste. No, Ted, Richard, listen to the words I said.
yeah.
That's a waste of milk. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, what if you didn't buy the milk?
That's a waste of milk. I
Okay.
wouldn't disrespect it that
Man's
much.
passionate about his bone
He's
juice, man.
He's
I should
passionate
also
about
point
it in
out.
his tea.
I also should point out. I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, there's pills for that.
I know, but I'm
There's
just saying.
also
Like,
a special type of milk for that.
It's called almond milk.
I'm not interested in the semen.
Have you tried almond milk in your tea?
I wasn't talking about almond milk either.
Oh God, are you going really dirty with this, man? That's
No!
Okay,
Just-
I was gonna
I
say.
don't
I'm
even hear what
lactose intolerant, fucker!
All right. I'm sorry. I just.
Let's see what kind of diet you're on. Anyway.
Look.
All
There are,
protein diet.
there are two kinds of people in this world: those who like chocolate milk and those who like milk chocolate.
What the fuck?
¿Por qué no los dos?
That's just called a kink, sir.
¿Quieres?
Dame.
Yeah.
Okay, changing
Yum-
subject.
yummy
quick fire.
Yeah, let's change
changing
because
the
we got
subject.
sidetracked.
Changing the subject to a quick fire round. Everyone, favorite fast food, go.
There you go for that type of milk that I was talking about,
the
Kane.
lactate whole milk, yeah.
Yeah!
Let's
Michael,
go
favorite
fast.
type of
My
fast food,
brain
go,
doesn't
go.
immediately go to the fucking gutter!
Favorite fast food, like, fuck. There's so many different ones for me, but I'm just gonna say Five Guys.
I agree with the statement.
It just
Wow,
doesn't.
you
It doesn't
wanna
taste
get
like
bombed
fast
by
food. It
fast
doesn't taste like fast food.
It's the milkshake for me, man.
The milkshakes are bomb, but my god, the calorie count on that shit is high.
I don't care.
Even for a milkshake, it's like ridiculous.
I don't care.
Redonkulous.
Milkshake. It's a milkshake. It's a really good milkshake.
The thing I don't get, like, why would you go to like a fast food place for a grilled cheese? I don't care if it's Five Guys or anything. Like, why? It's just
I'm sorry,
a bread
have you
and
heard of Waffle House?
Vegetarian.
what?
Have you heard of Waffle House?
It's just like you're paying way
Vegetarian.
more for bread and cheese. Why? They could do that at home.
That's
You know,
their
it's the same
vegetarian
principle of it
option,
being made
is
for
that
you.
There's no meat.
No, it's not even that. It's just like it's just the bare ass ingredients, and you're paying $20+.
I don't know where the fuck you paying $20+ for a damn
I
grilled
was about
cheese.
to
They
say.
ripped
That's
your
my
dumb ass
point.
off.
Like most places are like expensive. Like, all right, maybe 20 is a little high, but like it's at least over 10. I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah, No. I will fight you on
I
this.
don't know where you live.
Take
I
your
know where you live.
expensive
I
ass.
don't
You use your own logic, Richard.
Take your expensive ass grilled cheese out of my plate. I want something else for my dollar. I want more substance rather than bread and cheese.
Hmm.
And they expect me to tip after that? Fuck that.
You interested in NFTs, Ricky?
What?
You interested in any NFTs, Ricky?
No, you fuck off.
If I can get you, can I sell you an NFT of a grilled cheese for $20?
Can you make sure it has some? It's holding some sweet tea on.
A grilled cheese is $5.
All right, some places, yeah, but there's other places where it's like even still $5 for a grilled cheese. I could buy a whole loaf for like $4 and
Well,
cheese.
yeah, but you're going out. You expect your shit to be cheap.
No, I can make it way better than that for that amount.
Bruh, it's called labor and time.
Labor. Okay, put the cheese on the bread. Heat it up. Hey, look, there's the labor. 50 cents.
Hey,
I'll charge you
someone
less.
did it for you. It's still a service.
It's
Your
ridiculous.
dumbass is the one that wanted to
No,
go out and
even
get a
for
grilled
that.
cheese.
No, you want to know why? Because I'm not the dumbass getting grilled cheese outside. I'm getting a
Oh,
burger
you're sure
and
complaining about
fries.
it like it affects you.
Because I think it's
Oh,
the
okay.
weirdest thing
Okay.
in the world.
Let me put my burger meat on a patty bread. There you go, burger.
Yeah,
Burger.
burger takes more time.
Wait.
You got more ingredients. You got lettuce, tomatoes, onions, fucking dressing, sometimes
Tomatoes
pickles.
are fucking gross. I fucking hate it.
Well, that's just you. Anyway, my point is it's you got more working for you with the burger.
Wait a minute. You just described a Krabby Patty.
This man.
Uh,
Anyway, you go ahead, Ted. You're your fast food place. We still need to talk about Bungie.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fuck off.
I can't
We
pick
don't got
any
cover
one
shit.
fast food place because it really comes down to what do I want.
That's how I was, so I just chose
What
one
do I
for
want
now. I chose
from
what I
this
would
fast
want
food
right
place?
now.
Because like, you got Dairy Queen for desserts,
Oh, you
right?
bitch.
oh,
Okay,
you got,
Dairy
like-
Queen. Okay. Dairy
like,
Queen.
I can
is
narrow
kinda
it down.
not
You
bad,
have to pick one fast food.
fast
You have to-
food wise.
just
I
one
can't
fast
do it, Chief. I can't do it.
He's a man of many places.
Like,
yeah, if you want tacos, you're probably going to go to.
And by the way, when I say fast food, I mean like fast food
Taco Bell.
including dessert.
Do this,
a
Ted.
restaurant.
What would you want today?
What is today's favorite?
Yeah,
I
there you
guess
go.
if I absolutely had to pick a fast food restaurant that I could only have for the rest of my life,
Chipotle.
fuck. Let's do Perkins.
Oh. What?
I don't know what Perkins is, so you have to describe it. That
Purge
sounds like an disgust.
Perkins?
Perkins.
Purge Perkins?
Just Perkins. It's like a breakfast place, and it's
Like
got
a
like
Denny's
other
or an
meals and
IHOP?
stuff like that. And it's also got like pies and desserts like that.
It looks like a Denny's or an IHOP.
But yeah,
That's more restaurant though than fast food.
I guess that would be Black Bear Diner for me. Like that would be what Black Bear Diner is.
Y'all
for me.
motherfuckers are picking restaurants. I chose a goddamn fast
Oh
food
yeah, no,
place.
I'm not. No, I'm not saying I choose Black Bear Diner. I'm just saying like that's what it reminds me of.
Right. All right then, Matt.
Much like you and Ted, it's really going to depend on what I want. But
Yeah. So just pick for today then.
no, I was actually going to kind of state my most favorite burger is the double Western from Carl's Jr. So I'm going to be saying Carl's Jr.
See, Carl's Jr. is good, but my God, they're
Dude.
fucking expensive.
Dude, Carl's Jr. We had one near here. It got replaced by some fucking random like vegetarian restaurant or something like that. Nobody was ever there, and then it got closed again, and now it's a fucking Starbucks.
Everything.
Fucking-
If a
We
food
already
place
have-
shut
there's,
down,
like,
I feel
3
like it's
Starbucks
turned into a
down that
Starbucks.
street. There's like 3 Starbucks
Yeah.
down that street.
If a place to shop is closed down, it's turned to a Spirit Halloween. If a food place closed down, it's a fucking Starbucks. That's the law of the land.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. I want the Carl's Jr.'s back because
What if I want to give $1 to a star?
there
Well, congratulations, you just bought an NFT in a different form.
There's
That's
no...
terrible.
All right, Kane, you.
when did I leave a dollar bill in my jacket?
Because you're absolute dripping.
Because you were looking out for future you.
I must think very little of myself.
You would
Fucking asshole.
I said get yourself something nice, not
You're
expensive.
still something nice. I can picture Ted doing that. Here,
Where was that
sweetie,
from?
you're gonna need this.
GTA.
Yeah.
Get yourself something nice, sweetie.
This is $7. I said get yourself something nice, not expensive. You fucking cow.
Kane, what would you pick?
Fucking kebabs. No choice. Just kebabs.
This kebabs, as long as it has kebabs.
Get up.
Yeah, I don't care. Just kebabs. That's all I care about.
I would have figured you for like a fast food curry place, but okay.
Kebabs is my guilty pleasure, but not a pleasure, because it's not guilty either.
Right.
Honestly, I could also probably change my choice to Chipotle.
I was gonna say, for some reason, I feel like you would choose.
That's because
Chipotle.
it's like fast food for him, but it's not like terrible also. Like fast food
Yeah,
guys.
like honestly, I'm not like too attached to Chipotle the brand. It's just like that type of food. It's like I could be down for that.
Michael, what kind of fast food
What
place?
was the question?
The question
It's
is
been halfway.
fast food place. Like, if you had to choose one, like obviously a lot of us can't really choose, but for like today, what would be the one fast food place you would want?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Give me a minute, but I will give you my opposite of one that should burn in hell and die, and that's El Pollo Loco.
You don't want a crazy Kirby?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Everything.
Think about that joke.
I
still think about Dave's Hot Chicken.
I know you do.
Oh, that's pretty
Ted,
good.
And there's one that opened up even closer.
Hmm.
I haven't had that in a hot minute, to be honest.
He said it.
Hot.
Hot.
So now, when we choose the place, can we also like? Is it free?
No, just fucking
Can we
pick a
reduce
place.
the
Don't worry about the price.
Fucking. I mean,
Just
I
for
like
right
sugar
for
fish.
today. No, fast food.
Oh, okay.
Fuckers
Shit.
chose expensive ass restaurant with sushi. Like, I don't need a burger. I would like the most expensive sushi side.
Yeah, if I don't have to pay for it, I eat there every
Holly.
fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure people will go, yeah, I'll
I'm
have
leaning
caviar.
towards the habit.
The habit. Oh, the habit. Okay. That's like a... Fuck, what would you consider it? Like a... Because I don't think the habit is the East Coast also. It's just over here, right?
I haven't heard it.
You said you have or haven't?
I haven't.
It's like...
It's a burger place.
It's like... Fuck, I don't even know how to describe it.
They have a delicious sourdough burger with guac. Oh gosh, so good.
It's... I would say it's like if Five Guys was catering to just beach people. That's the best way I can think of. But that doesn't even make sense. So I'm just gonna shut up.
Yes.
Luke.
In-N-Out is like alright.
I do like In-N-Out.
I
And
like
that's
it.
fine, but their fries are just terrible.
I love their fries. can
Well,
go
you
fucking
like
die.
I'm
cardboard
kinda
in your
fine with
mouth.
the
Congratulations.
No,
I'm kinda fine
In-N-Out
with the
fries taste like
They're
actual
so
potatoes.
I also like the
bland.
milkshake too. I also
McDonald's,
like the
which is
milkshake
pure
too.
deep fried.
No, they're bland.
I like the milkshake too.
I always
Waka.
knew you loved eating paper, but come on.
He eats
I didn't know
money.
you-
Eating paper
I didn't know
was
you
like a
liked
thing
eating
that people
all
I'm
of
gonna
it.
go
did,
to. It's just.
and like papers are really weird. I don't enjoy eating paper.
Excuse you? He's a connoisseur of cardboard. Thank you.
He's getting his
I heard
fiber.
both paper and cardboard.
That's one thing you can always be certain
I
of
think
going
I
in and
tried
out.
to
You're
eat
getting your fiber.
cardboard.
As long as
I
you're eating them
didn't
fries.
like it.
Luke,
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
what place do you have in mind?
For what?
Fast food.
Oh boy, that's a hard choice right there. I haven't been to Burger King in a really long time.
I was there like 2 days ago.
Yeah, they have good chicken. Their fries, I can leave it or take it or whatever. I could say McDonald's makes better fries than Burger King.
McDonald's will always
Okay,
have pretty
but
good fries.
Wendy's. Does Wendy's make better fries than McDonald's?
No.
Because that's the whole Wendy's thing
I-
happening
Wendy's
right
does
now.
not.
Oh my God, Wendy's!
I-
I haven't eaten from there in goddamn 10 years.
I think Wendy's makes better because it tastes like actual fucking potatoes.
I disagree.
I like Wendy's fries.
When I eat like burger from Wendy's, it feels like something's wrong. Like it's good, but it
Okay.
feels like something's wrong.
I didn't say burger though.
I know,
said
but
fries.
you just brought it up in me.
I like Wendy's nuggies. I like
Dude.
Wendy's chicken,
Dude,
kind of.
Dudo's potato burger.
I feel like McDonald's is the gold standard for the lowest step on the ladder. And I
can
know
see that.
it's fair because it's not good for you. We all know this. It's garbage. It's actual trash.
No, we
But
agree. There's no argument there.
anything else on a similar tier, it's better.
Yes.
I would always go for McDonald's fries, but there's also like a tie sometimes for me with Five Guys fries because those motherfuckers
I don't
are
know.
on a different
McDonald's, if you don't eat those fries within the first 30 minutes, then
Yeah.
it's ugh.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to eat them immediately when I drive.
Then the lard settles and hardens.
I think maybe my favorite fry is the curly fry from Arby's.
Oh God, he said.
I'm sure there's
Arby's.
like other like seasoned fries that are like really good, but I'm not thinking of them right now.
How can you be so smart and so disgusting at the same time?
I like curly fries, but I don't like Arby's.
Are you telling me you don't like Arby's?
I don't
They're,
like Arby's.
I don't think I've ever been to Arby's.
I don't
I've been
think
like once,
I
and
went
that's
to
telling you
Arby's
something.
once, and I didn't want
I can't
anything,
remember
so I just got
going to
loaded fries.
the time I went to Arby's. That's how bad it
Yeah.
was.
There was one time where we couldn't afford to go to McDonald's, so we just ended up making our own fries. So
There you
we looked up a tutorial on how to make fries, and then we did that, and they were pretty dang good.
Homemade tater is pretty
Nice.
good.
Oh God.
Yeah, we only made like 30, not as much as actual McDonald's puts in their fries, but just like they were good.
Yes.
That's how many fries we made. We just made 30 fries, but they were dang good fries.
Ooh, it sounds.
We used to have a
grandma.
grandma. Well, we still had a grandma, or have a grandma, but she's not dead. Anyway, she would make us.
Imagine.
She would make us, like sliced potatoes that are like circles and fry them and give us that, and they were like.
I don't
circle.
remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
That's exactly the fries we made.
There you go. Well, I guess you were just too young to remember, Michael. But
maybe
Grandma
it
used to do
tasted-
that.
You
Dude, I was
stop.
really like apathetic towards. Let's talk about that.
What?
I was gonna say when I was a kid, like my grandma died, and I was like, oh, okay, and then like my teacher, like she came up to me and she was like, oh, like I heard like that your grandma passed. Like I'm sorry. I'm like I'm okay. Like I didn't really know her. I'm fine.
Jesus. I was gonna say sorry for your loss, but after that response.
No, that was my response to her, because I was like, I don't understand the concept of death. I didn't understand. I don't remember how old I was, but I was just like, no, I'm fine. And she's like, oh, okay. Like I just made it really uncomfortable for her. And I felt
Oh
bad.
my god, D.
It'll
I
be
got a
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Because it's still technically fast food related.
He has an
What is
answer.
the best fast food drink, and why is it Baja Blast from Taco Bell?
You can fuck out of here with
Baja
that.
Blast. Did you see
No.
the Baja
Why do-
Blast
why do
from Taco
people
Bell
like
becoming
that?
alcohol? Did you
Yeah,
see
I'm
that?
gonna buy that.
Oh my god, you fucking alcoholics.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say, why is it not?
I thought at first he was gonna go McDonald's fountain
The-
because McDonald's
the
fountains
worst-
are really good.
I don't know how you can fuck up making a soda, but Costco soda fountains are the absolute worst.
I don't
They
know.
never
I
taste
haven't done it enough.
I don't know.
Mamma
I
mia.
wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Mamma
Although,
mia.
I think every fast food place should have the 1,000+ drink mixes, like the any flavor you can get. I don't know why that's not the gold standard in every damn place.
I love
I
that.
don't understand
because
that.
I would probably say it would be more due to the fact of where the fuck are you going to store all the syrups for it?
It's not. It's probably not even. You have the same spot. Like, do you know how many they fucking sell in a day already? Like I'm pretty sure. Like you have like AMC theaters or like just movie theaters in general. They have like that.
Yeah.
But I've seen like they don't take that
they're
much space. They're
all
even
of the
skinnier
syrups
than
are
the big
fit
fountain ones.
inside the machine.
Yeah, they're even skinnier than that.
But
'cause,
it's not. It's not the.
It's
It's
not
not the
that,
machine itself. It's the things that go into the machine.
Yeah, I
having
know
to store
that.
all
But
of
if
those.
it's smaller than the actual fountain drink, then
yeah,
it will
but
be
there's
okay.
more options on that than an actual fountain.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have a lot more syrups. Like you have to have like
No,
orange
I
syrup.
think the syrups are in the machine because
Yeah.
at the Burger King that Richard and I used to go to, those things are standalone. Like they're not attached into a wall. You don't see anything connected or like some hidden compartment. Like I think it's all in that machine.
You mean
It's
the
just
freestyle
all-
machines?
Yeah, that's the one. The freestyles.
Yeah, I actually had to operate, refill those at work when I used to go to work at Moe's.
Is it just a
Um,
bunch of different syrups and then they're just like carbonated water?
Yeah, like you open it up and you slot in like new boxes, and obviously you got to open them up and insert them where it actually like the machine will take it. But yeah, it's all like in it.
Yeah. It's the most
Yeah.
wonderful thing in the world.
It is. It's the gold standard, but
Yeah, it should be.
you got to have losers too. So
All I gotta say is changing those the regular drink fountains were a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Oh no, you get a lot more people fucking buying drinks, in my opinion, and then you can use that money to do it.
Dude, I also changed those fucking boxes of syrup.
I'm not denying you don't. I'm just saying it's probably better anyway. It's creating jobs.
I think it's kind of annoying when you have to figure out which one's fucking empty and which one isn't.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
different thing, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like I know there's a light, but sometimes it's not as easy to tell. It's like, come on.
Well, then they can upgrade their machine a little then.
There's always room for improvement. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, but
Always has
my
been.
statement still.
That's why I'm here to say we're going to improve Rockitech by a little downsizing. Just kidding.
Yeah. See you, Matt. It's been nice.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to go Kane with that. You disappointed me.
Wait. What do we mean by down?
What?
Well done. Good meme.
That's the wrong...
That was my
Good
joke.
meme.
All right, we talked about enough about food and running a little late, so let's get our opinions real quick in on the whole PlayStation or Sony Bungie shit.
Oh, speaking of, on a side note, you can link Discord to PlayStation now.
Yeah,
No,
I thought
I was
that's what you
talking a
meant
bit
when
with
you
this.
said PlayStation.
Can you like download the app and use Discord, or is it just linking the account?
They said that it was
Oh.
it was going to be rolling out. They announced it today. So I'm assuming right now it's just linking, and then implementing might be within the next like week or two.
Okay.
Fucking finally.
Yeah.
You know how terrible it is to use fucking in-game voice chat on Destiny 2?
It's
Fuck.
You don't have to. Just don't do it.
No, I have to.
Why?
For raids.
Just don't.
I have to.
You have
because,
game
like,
teams.
Just don't raid. Just don't raid.
we
just
had
don't
some raiding buddies of X back in like IRL who
Oh,
are
his
on
friends,
console, and
yeah.
like I can't fucking convince them to go to Discord on their PC because it's too much work. It's like, all right, fuck, we'll just use in-game chat. The quality, oh god, it's the worst.
It's just awful.
Is it like the way we're hearing you right now, or worse?
Yeah.
It's
probably.
like
I
worse.
can't
It's
tell how I sound.
more. You like can't understand.
It's like
shit.
2007 COD days.
Yes. Back to the days of Steam voice chat.
You mean
Oh,
Skype?
God. Oh god.
You mean Uvu?
You mean Ventrilo?
Oh no.
You mean AOL?
You mean the
You mean
DSI?
MSN?
That's around the same
I mean,
time.
the dead should stay dead.
You mean
do
you mean IMB?
Do you mean Pokemon chat?
Do you mean having a cell phone and calling each other?
Do you mean writing a letter and waiting a fucking couple days?
Do you mean making smoke sign signals?
You bitch.
You mean getting Netflix in the mail?
Oh, fuck off.
Did you mean Morse code?
I
Did
think
you mean?
it's her even
Did you
more.
mean? Did you mean sending out pigeons?
Did you mean sending an owl?
Did you
We
mean
don't have
paint on the
walls.
cave walls?
I don't know
Did
what
you
this has
mean-
become.
Did you mean sending out signals via the internet that series of tubes?
Did you mean being born into existence?
Did you mean killing yourself? I mean, what?
I'm going to ignore
know.
that.
So,
Well, this got
about
fucking
Bungie.
dark. Yes,
I'm
Bungie.
concerned for health.
How about this?
I can
I
make it
think
darker.
it's gonna be.
No darker.
I don't know. I don't.
I
really
told Vic this and I already
fucking
told to this.
care.
I think I'm
Fine.
excited now. Like I have a breath of a new breath of fresh air in my lungs because of this news.
I don't
'Cause
know.
I've taken a
man.
long break from Destiny for a while, and
Can
this
you,
is just gonna make me
Can you
come back.
go on and elaborate about why?
Well, because
I'm
I
curious.
when it comes to like Sony, like they make stuff or at least help companies, or I should say developers, where they're trying to get more of like social interaction, like this bigger events kind of thing, and they're giving them the money. Like you could tell in this article, Bungie they're gonna get that sweet Sony money, and they're gonna use that to hire more people to make the game a lot better, especially with like just their god awful fucking interactions with other people. They know how to do events with games and help other games do that, but they also have like this, like they know the right companies to make games that are like cinematic pieces. Because Sony they're a film kind of thing, look at Last of Us, Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank.
Basically, a movie.
Spider-Man, like all those fucking companies, they know how to make them like into movies and shit. And I feel like they can help Bungie kind of steer that over, because I feel like still Bungie's a little lacking in that department. Not to mention, they can also make use this IP to make fucking movies and a TV series. They have the chops to do that. And I really hope like the Last of Us TV show is going to be good, and that'll help me kind of decide, hey, this is where they're going.
So many games getting a TV show now.
It's because it's the new, like back then it was all about comic books, making them into movies.
We
now
have
it's,
the
now it's
technology.
video games.
This is
Basically, it's why
weird.
not. That's what they're saying. Why not?
This is
Because money.
weird.
There's so many
If I
different
don't
games
see
out there.
Cade in the TV show, I'm gonna be. I'm kidding.
You never know. We can have him CG, and Nathan Fillion can voice him again.
I want to.
I don't think Nathan Fillion wants to do that.
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know.
When are we going to get a me movie?
Didn't they already do that? It was
I-
Like the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, the
no,
emoji
M-I-I.
oh a me.
Oh.
You know what? I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't done that already.
Do.
Because
not.
they're still milking the fuck out of Mario.
Cha-cha.
I hope they know what the fuck they're doing with Chris Pratt as Mario.
And him as Garf. I hate that Chris Pratt is Garfield as well. I fucking hate it.
But yeah,
Garfield the plumber.
But all in all, Ted, to answer your question, Sony is better equipped to support Bungie, in my opinion. That's why I'm looking forward to it. They'll get consultants in on there, like with their direction on which they should be going. That Bungie probably isn't thinking about.
That raises the concern.
It can be. I could see that, but we're just gonna have to wait and see with that.
I like the fact that Bungie has a
What?
bigger budget.
Bungie, like, since they left Activision, like, they definitely been going a better direction, but they're also, like, they don't know the power they hold as well. You get me?
I've been wondering, because, like, I was wondering, like, oh my god, imagine if Microsoft bought fucking Bungie
Yeah, look at-
because of the whole Activision thing. That would have been
The thing I think is
weird.
stupid, too, that I read online is people think this is a retaliation to Microsoft buying...
I totally see that.
It's not. Like, this deal just didn't happen out of fucking thin air. It's been in the works for a fucking while. That's the thing. Like, I
And
don't
how
know...
long do you think Microsoft's been working to pull up publishers?
Yeah, but I don't consider that doing like I don't think Phil Spencer and fucking whoever's the head of a Sony PlayStation. I know what the guy looks like. I just forget his name. Like, I don't think they're like, hey, fuck you. No, fuck you. I'm gonna take this. You can compete, but it's a healthy competition. You get me?
It's business, man.
Yeah, it's business, but
I don't see.
I don't think they did it as a retaliation.
If there was even an inch of motivation for doing that in order to get better gains, they would be stupid to neglect to do the same. And because we know humans being humans, it's just the nature of it.
Here's the retaliation part. If this had happened, if Microsoft had said, "Hey, fuck you" to Sony, all the stuff we just bought, you're not getting that, like with Crash, like all the stuff from Activision, they could have pulled COD away from Sony or PlayStation. They could have pulled out Crash and every other IP. Like, no, they're like, hey, we're gonna honor this shit. You guys can still have it. We just want them. And I think PlayStation's doing the same thing with Bungie. Like, Bungie's still being independent, but they're doing multi-platform. Now, if they're
doing
either
with Destiny, specifically Destiny 2.
Well, because that's all.
I never said anything about the future development.
I don't know.
Because they're making a new IP, I think.
I don't know which IPs. Goddamn, everybody's joining and they're fucking up.
Dick and balls.
That's me.
But my point is, like, it's just stupid the way I think people are making this sound. Like it's a whole retaliation bullshit.
I think until proven otherwise is legitimate. It's got some, it's got some weight to throw around.
I guess.
Because, you forget it wasn't that long ago where they were going at each other's throats.
Always.
Before Game Pass, before the days of yore. Like, that was the scene. Like, who's going to outperform each other tech-wise, and who's going to acquire who and publish what.
Back then, though, like, it was different people ahead of all this shit. Like... those were dark times back then. Like,
I feel like with Witcher,
yeah, but also
it made Sony want to get them more in a way. I don't know. It's just.
Try naming an independent gaming company now.
They're not, because it's hard. It's hard these days to get the money to keep going like that. That's why they're all these companies are like, hey, buy us, please. Like, we want, like, they'll do some terms. Like, they may not go like, hey, like show them like groveling. They're like, hey, buddy, I'm showing a little leg here. Why don't you? What do you got?
Hasn't he like reached out to a bunch of companies for somebody to buy Destiny? Or is that a different? Oh no, that's Blizzard. Sorry.
I think
that's Blizzard. I don't fucking remember. Also, not Destiny. I meant Bungie, but.
Yeah, Destiny is owned by Bungie. Currently, they're independent. I know they were getting published by Activision, but they separated, so they still have all the rights to the game and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
IO Interactive, that's best known for the Hitman franchise. They separated from Square Enix, so they're currently an independent studio.
Square Enix is a whole different ballgame. Like, with them, I hope they don't go the route Ubisoft is going. Ubisoft, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the whole NFT bullshit, but like, they're doing some stupid shit. Whoever the heck
Square Enix might get bought out by Sony.
They might be, but like, for now, all the stuff they've been tweeting out and everything, like, oh, people don't understand NFTs and all that. Like, fuck you, is what they're basically saying. And I think right now, the worst is EA and also Activision, but it goes fucking Ubisoft and then Square Enix. Square Enix makes good games, but they're a shitty fucking company.
Well, you have to keep in mind, at the end of the day, companies, they exist to make money, and different ones have different ways of doing it, whether it's subscription.
All I'm saying is they don't have to show a middle finger to us.
Yeah, well, I mean, the best way you can, vote with your wallet. You know what I mean? If you don't want something to succeed, don't support it. And then you just tell other people, hey, here's why this is bad. I'd recommend not buying it. And then someone's like, yeah, all right, let's not do it.
The problem with that is most people now, like us, we're not gonna make a fucking difference because the kids outnumber us that play, and they don't care. They don't research.
I don't
shit.
think it has anything to do with age at this point.
Just depends on.
Well, we know better, is what I'm saying. Like with the kids, they just go, oh, new game. Give me money, parents. I want to buy this shit.
Depends.
That's what it's mostly like.
I think that's how it used to be.
Kids are starting to become more aware of certain things.
It's not even a knowledge thing or an age thing. It's that, again, going back to these these publishers acquiring these companies, you may not support, this developer or whatever, but they're under such a huge umbrella now that you can support the other projects. And if that publisher wants something and they have the money, which they do because they're fucking huge,
Right.
like Microsoft, for example, they can fund whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
Think about that.
There's ups and downs because let's say you have a company you really like. Let's say one of the companies Microsoft acquired was Double Fine, and they've been around for a long time. They make good games, but they also have like a lot of niche games, a lot of very unique titles. One day might have come where it's just like they can't afford to make the games anymore. They can't afford to get something out, and they just shut down. So then you lose all of those IPs they made. You're not going to get sequels. Maybe they'll still be on storefronts. Depends if it's owned by the CEO or whatever. But being bought by a parent company is similar to like having a publisher. It's like you have a guaranteed income. If you need something and say, hey, we need this. All right, yeah, you got it. The wallets are deep. On the downside, you could have that parent company greenlight say, no, we want you, but you're not going to make your own titles anymore. You're just going to do this. Like when Microsoft acquired Rare during the Kinect generation, all they did was have them make Kinect games, so you could be stifled. So it's obviously it's all case by case, but depending on which bigger company buys what smaller company, you'll have more or less freedoms, and you'll have more or less capital to work with. And so far, at least with Microsoft, they seem to be doing a good job, giving creative freedom to the companies they purchase. We've yet to see what happens with, like, let's say there was a Embracer Group, I think it was. They recently acquired 3D Realms. I think it was Gearbox. Yeah, because I know now Duke Nukem and 3D Realms are back under the same. They're in the same bundle again.
Oh god,
so we have yet
no.
to see. Will anything come out of that? I know, of course, I have to mention.
I don't think
Duke
we're
Nukem.
gonna ever get Duke Nukem again. It's
I hope it
like,
stays in the ninth circle of hell.
that
It
shit will
deserves
get
to be in.
canceled so fast.
You never know. I mean, the thing is, and I don't want to go on a rant about Duke Nukem, but the idea is you have the opportunity now. You have a company that used to make a certain project, and now those two things are under the same banner. That's one of the benefits. It allows for these opportunities to happen again. Will it? Maybe, maybe not. But now it could happen, and it can be funded. In the same way, like with Microsoft, they own Obsidian and they own Bethesda, and Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas, so that can now happen again. They could make a sequel if they wanted to, which previously wouldn't, But then also, with all the different companies acquiring other companies, more specifically if you have consoles, Sony, whatever they own, is going to be exclusive. Nintendo, whoever they buy, it's going to be exclusive, right? So then you have people being locked out if you don't have the certain platform. Or let's say what we might see in the future, if you don't subscribe to Game Pass, maybe you can't get all your Bethesda games anymore. Maybe that'll be the only way, a subscription service. And I don't like that at all. I don't know if that's really monopolistic, so to speak.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You're holding on to things you own. You can do with them what you want. But, that's something that annoying that really, really happens, where a company will own a whole bunch of different properties and then you never see them again because to them it's not worth bringing back or selling. And then it's just like nobody gets it because they own it, and they can say, and I'm like, that kind of sucks ass.
Y'all remember Westwood? I remember.
I remember.
Fucking EA.
Well, I feel like this
EA.
isn't the last of saying what they acquire this
Nope.
year. I feel like we're getting a lot more this year, and we just don't know what it is yet.
Well, what do you think? Do you think you're going to see? I mean, I think we're already seeing it with, Sony is acquiring, they acquired Insomniac, they acquired Blue Point Games, another studio, I forget their name, there was a smaller one. Obviously, Microsoft bought Activision, Blizzard, King, Bethesda. Do you think we're going to see Nintendo buying companies? Do you think Square Enix will start buying companies?
I
I'm
feel
more
like-
surprised that Nintendo hasn't been doing
yet.
that. Truthfully, I really am.
I also feel like they're more picky.
And what do you think that's going to do? Because not even just console holders, but if Ubisoft says, all right, well, we want to own this, this, and this. Like the one I mentioned, Embracer Group. I never heard of them before, but they just started like, all right, hey, let's buy some companies just so we can have them.
I don't know.
It's about
But here's
I think it's going to consolidate providers.
maybe.
Like,
what do you mean consolidate providers?
like, so obviously there's a floor to this where you have to have a certain amount of capital in order to even be in the game, be in the ring. Otherwise, you're just pure indie. But for like bigger names like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo, I think it's just going to shrink those gaming companies we've come to know and love, because there's going to be a part of these conglomerates, and that's not. I really don't want to be too pessimistic and say it's all like just downhill from here, boys. Strap on, and we're going in. But I don't know. It's we had a time, a brief period. It feels like where we broadened past just Xbox and PlayStation, with more of the modern era consoles and gaming, and especially with the introduction of people like Steam and Epic, you had more and more providers. But this feels like we're losing some of that because they're all falling underneath these bigger and bigger companies. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're returning back to that.
Yeah, it's whatever it was in like 10 years ago, let's say, when you had the likes of, the GameCube and the original Xbox, PS2, a lot of times games would get made, or PC as well, because there's a lot of PC exclusive stuff. You would get something made for one platform or one or two platforms. And, as time has gone on, Bethesda, when it was a third-party company, you would see their games. You'd see it on PlayStation. You'd see it on PC. You'd see it on the Xbox. So, you might see that start to dwindle down again. Well, now it's, less for everyone, I guess.
I think another thing to consider, bigger picture-wise, and this is just obviously spitballing, you might have lost platform exclusivity. Let's say you throw it out the window. Let's say we're past that. It can still be very monopolistic, because ultimately, when you look, let's just say dollar value, Microsoft and Sony right now, if you were to put them both out into the market and say who would outperform the other, Microsoft has bigger reach. It's going to take more of the resources available. It's going to have more companies making content to be consumed. Eventually, if you just let them grow on their own and just like watch the charts, you could see Microsoft growing to the point where Sony is suffering because they're not able to get as much of the market as they want. And eventually you could see, Microsoft buying Sony. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying like eventually one of them could become big enough where it's like, okay, you're running out of money at this point, or you're suffering enough where, it's clearly a landslide.
I don't know if they're going to do that, because before Microsoft bought Activision, all them, they needed permission still, so they wouldn't turn into a monopoly.
Oh yeah, well, it's not like a, I'm just going to do it and it's done.
Yeah.
But you could see it.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I struggle to picture a world where, I guess, obviously, Microsoft is bigger. It's not just Xbox, but where Microsoft owns all of Sony. I mean, they don't have a PC division anymore, to my understanding. I think they still have a TV division, but they make all sorts of different electronics, not just
Sony?
Not games. Yeah.
Well, they're just gonna be moving their games. Like a lot of the companies that PlayStation owns right now, or I should say Sony, all these game developer companies like Insomniac and Naughty Dog and all them, they all talked with Sony and then said, hey, you should put these on PC. And that's why you're seeing all these Sony properties starting to become available on PC.
Really? So their developer studios suggested it, and it wasn't Sony?
No, it wasn't really Sony at first, and they said, hey, you should do this, and Sony agreed. All right, well, we'll test it out. And I think it's been a good success. They should be doing that.
Well, it's fantastic, honestly, that we're seeing these jumps to all these platforms.
Look how many times I bought Resident Evil.
One of the good things of this is seeing that accessibility.
Yeah.
To these types of content. like I know there's like antitrust laws and stuff like that where it couldn't like easily become one-sided, but I don't know. I feel like the stage is shrinking a little bit.
What do you
Because either you're indie nowadays or you're AAA. There's no in between.
Well, I mean, I guess you have some AA games, but the studios that make them are rare.
Right.
Well, let's say some independent. Well, obviously, like I said, mentioned before, was IO Interactive. You have Crow Team, right? They make Serious Sam. I'm not sure what else. You have Devolver Digital, but I think they're actually a publisher, but they're not exactly like a AAA publisher. Well, I guess THQ Nordic is a publisher now. Yeah, they own a bunch of different.
Didn't they get bought out already?
No, well, so THQ went under, but Nordic Games became THQ Nordic, and then they started buying up all of THQ's old properties and some other stuff.
That's cool.
Okay.
So they're kind of like, yeah, they kind of started, I want to say started that trend before it's like, hey, we should buy a bunch of studios.
Thing I noticed with like Ubisoft as well, every company or developer they acquire, they just change it to Ubisoft and then that place where they were. So it'd be like Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft this, and it's fucking stupid.
Well,
I mean,
it's easy to keep track of.
Yeah, it's for simplicity. Because if you had like 24 locations where Ubisoft owned them, it's like, well, who the fuck does what?
I mean, Microsoft, Sony, and all them haven't done that. I just think it's like
I'm
a
not
big
saying
F
that,
you
no,
to
I'm
the
not
name.
saying it's the only way, but I'm saying it's valid.
I just
Yeah,
let
no,
me
I guess-
hate. Let me hate. Allow me to kill a man, please.
No, I think Konami is the same way, where they just
fuck
have
Konami.
like...
Just fuck them. They
That's
go to
my
hell with all their
favorite song.
them and all their pachinko machines.
What do you think about Konami in the gaming sphere? You know, obviously they haven't been making
I
much,
think they
but-
should stick to fucking just putting other shit in like gambling, and give the properties that we hold near and dear, Silent Hill, to other companies that will do something with it instead of fucking gambling machines.
They're more of an afterthought to me, if anything.
Yeah, no.
I don't think of them when I'm thinking of gaming companies at the head of the stage right now.
Yep.
Well, yeah, what their last major game, I guess, was Metal Gear Solid 5, right?
You know what? They could keep the IPs. Fucking make, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid mobile device, Candy Crush, whatever.
No.
But
no.
Stop.
license the fucking
No.
property to the other companies so they can make the games. Don't let fucking Konami do it. Just license it. They could still make money. Come on, I want more Silent Hill.
I don't want Silent Hill Candy Crush.
Well, I don't look it. I'm not looking at the App Store going like, okay, well now I have to buy it because it's Silent Hill. No, like they could still fucking do that, I guess, if it means we get another Silent Hill game or a
No.
Metal Gear game.
There has to be a line you draw in the sand where you say
I'm not
no.
saying it's the way. I'm like the actual like the answer. I'm just saying it's
It's like if we took Resident Evil and made it an idle game just because that
I
was
don't
the only way
like
we
it
were able to
any
get
more
another
than you do.
people.
That's how we end up with Resident Evil Gaiden. But fuck, come on. if it's like, all right, we'll bend over if it
I'm better
means
than this.
take one for the team.
So that again, I think, is another example. Because let's say, you know, Konami, whatever's open to being sold, you have all these dormant IPs that then can get fast tracked to being made again.
That's what I thought was going to happen. A lot of people were speculating that Sony was going to buy all of Konami's IPs. It didn't happen, or who knows? It could still be happening under the table. We just don't know yet.
I don't know how much like companies are worth, because like I thought, like, you know, Bethesda $8 billion was a ton of money, and then Activision is like $80 billion. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think it depends on how many IPs they have and what can come out of it. Because technically, like
It's like
the reason.
that meme where it's the one guy, and there's a slightly bigger guy, and there's a bigger guy behind him,
Yeah.
and then there's the biggest guy.
Yeah, it's because like with Microsoft buying Activision and all that, Candy Crush is a big chunk of the pie. That brings in a lot of money, more than what fucking Bungie can make. So that's why that deal was more than.
I'm not gonna fact check. I'm gonna hate it if it's true.
It is. You sure, mobile gaming brings in a lot, especially Candy Crush.
I believe it, but that sentence,
Microtransactions!
it brings
It's
me
worse.
pain.
I'm surprised there isn't a fucking Candy Crush NFT tie-in.
Candy Crush OnlyFans. Unwrap the something.
Stop. Get some help.
All right, that terrible joke has told me that we've gone on too long.
It has been about 2 hours, I think.
It's been about an hour and a half. That's fine.
I've only been here for like 20 minutes.
Well, you should be on sooner. Anyway, as always, this podcast is sponsored by absolutely no one. We'll see how it is in the future. But I'd like to thank the actual founders here for being a part of the episode.
Oh my god, yeah, you're all here. That's weird.
I know. It's fucking weird. Especially Kane. Thank you, Kane.
Don't chase him away now. Don't do this.
I haven't heard him yet. Kane, you still with us?
Kane, are you here, sweetheart?
Kane?
Kin died.
Yeah, he did. He's ignoring us.
He died.
Yes, Richard, I believe it. You're a very valuable part of the
Angry
team,
British
and I don't
choices.
like beans.
You could do a better impression than that. What was that?
I'm
Hey, Kane,
tired,
you heard
and I
about
can
sweet
barely.
tea?
I can't hear from my left side.
About what?
Yeah, well, Richie.
We're
What?
saying goodbye, Kane.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, Richard.
Yeah, see? There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Specifically, goodbye, Richard. Everyone else can stay.
Okay. Yeah,
What if
sure.
I don't?
I
Founders.
remember when we used to be a
uh,
family.
We got Poof,
Hi.
Bone,
I mean, bye.
I am Bone.
Late
Yeah,
Bone, Laughing Ghost,
Snoochie Boochies.
and Luke.
Oochie coochie.
Luke is muted, but he sends
Hit that
his
oochie
feedback.
coochie till
I
it's
believe it.
slanted.
Yep.
All right. This podcast will probably be out tomorrow. That'll be Tuesday, February 1st. Guys,
Tuesday, that
on
means
a last thing actually.
Destiny Overwatch.
Rockitech.
Destiny.
Hold on. Last thing, Rockitech's birthday's coming up.
Fuck Rockitech. I always hate Rockitech.
Wow.
Bruh.
Bruh.
To the gulag.
To the gulag. I'm just banishing you.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
I'm getting gulag.
Later.
Bye-bye. Have a beautiful time.